dear students, welcome back. So yesterday we started a lesson. That lesson is third, deep water, and this lesson is written by William Douglas. Complete name of the writer is William Orville Douglas, and William Orville Douglas is was an American writer, and he was the justice, he was the magistrate of Supreme Court in America. And yesterday we came to know that William Douglas is telling his own story when he was a child, and he had a fear, and that fear was related to water. So mean to say he had hydrophobia. So that hydrophobia, he want to finish that fear, he want to finish that phobia. And how did he how did he finish his fear, we will come to know more about in this lesson. So yesterday we came to know he went to a sea beach and where with his father. So what happened? There was water and the wave brewed him into the water, and now we are going ahead in this lesson. So let's start. So my introduction to the YMCA. A swimming pool revived unpleasant memories and stirred childish fear. So revived mean came back, and unpleasant memories and stirred mean affected. Yes, you what is the mean here? So when he went to YMCA swimming pool, so something happened there. Something bad happened here, and yes, you when this something happened bad, so what happened? The childish fear came back. Sure, but in a little while I gathered confidence. But he got confidence. He wants to go to water. But first of all, he was afraid to go into water. But after some times, he got confident and he went to water. I paddled with my new water wings. Yes, you can see in the picture, these are the water wings, and he had water wings and he went with water wings into the water. Paddled. So what is the meaning of paddled? Walk into water. So watching the other boys, and he was watching the other boys and trying to learn by apping them. Apping means copying them. So he was trying to learn the things. He was trying to swimming to see, yeah, to copy the other students, the other children there. So I did this 2 or 3 times. Yes, you on the different days, and he was going there and he was watching the other children. Those children were swimming in the pool. He was going there and watching them and just beginning to feel at ease, to feel comfortable. Yes, you and at the beginning when he was watching them, yeah, he was feeling comfortable. He was feeling is that this is a very easy job, no problem. In the water when the misadventures happened. So now an misadventure happened to him. What happened there? Yeah, so now I went to the pool when no one else was there. So when no one was there, so he went to the pool. The place was quiet. There was a perfect silence. The water was still, and the water was also silence. The water was also still, and the tiled bottom was as white, as clean as a bathtub. And the tiled bottom mean the swimming pool, and in that swimming pool, the tiles were in a white color, and these white color tiles were very clean, and these were clean like a bathtub. I was timid, mean I was afraid about going in alone. So he was afraid. The water was alone, the water was silent still, and everything was there, and just only he was the only person, he was the only boy in the swimming pool. But he was afraid to going into the water because he was alone there. So I sat on the side of the pool to wait for other. So that boy sat on the side of the pool and he was waiting for the other children when they will come. Then I will start swimming. So I have had not been long when I in came a big bruiser of a boy. So when I was sitting there, this was not a long time to sit. So then bruiser boy, a healthy boy came there, probably 18 years old, and it seems that that boy was 18 years old. He had thick hair on his chest, and that boy had thick hair on his chest. He was a beautiful physical specimen, and the structure of his body was beautiful. his legs and arms that showed rippling muscles. So in this picture, yes, you they can see. So his body was like this. His body was a healthy body. That boy who came into the pool. There's only two person were there. One is, yeah, one is Oliver, sorry, Orville Douglas, and one more boy is there. That boy was a bruiser boy. That was a boy is a healthy boy. Came there. Yeah. So next one is, and that boy told me what he told me. Yes, you. He yelled. That boy yelled, shouted, "Hey skinny, hey patlu, hey thin. How would you to be dunked? तुम कैसे? तुम्हें फेंकना पड़ेगा. तुम खुद तैरोगे." Yes, you. He told. What that he picked me, और इसी के साथ what that he picked me. उसने, yes, you. That boy picked me and threw me into the deep end. Okay, that boy picked me and threw into the water. I landed in a sitting position. That boy was landing. Landed mean that boy was sitting. Yes, you into the pool, on the bottom of the pool, and in a sitting position. Swallowed water, and when he was going into the water, he swallowed some water and went at once to the bottom. And he went and he sat on the bottom of the pool. I was frightened. Yes, you, William was frightened now, but not yet frightened out of my wits. Yes, you, but he was not frightened with his wits, with his intelligence. On the way down, I planned. When he was going down, then he thought, then he make a plan. Then he made a plan. What? When my feet hit the bottom. So plan. He is going to tell the plan. Yes, you. When my feet hit the bottom, I would make a big jump. So when my feet touch the ground, touch the bottom, then I will make a jump and come to the surface. And when I will make a jump, I will come on the surface. Yes, you lie flat on it, and I will lie flat on the surface and pedal to the edge of the pool. And when I will be on the surface, then I will swim and I will come out of the water. I will be on the edge. मैं किनारे पे चला जाऊंगा. So he was thinking when he was going down. So that boy is going down. Yeah. So it seems a long way down. So when I was going down, it seems a long way to me. ये रास्ता मुझे बड़ा लंबा दिखाई दे रहा था. Those 9 feet were more like 90. And yes, the depth of the pool was 9 feet, but it seems to me 90 feet. And before I touched the bottom, my lungs were ready to burst. So he was not able to take breath. So that's why his lungs were ready to burst. But when my feet hit bottom, so when he reached on the bottom, I summoned all my strength. Yes, I gathered my strength and made what I thought was a great spring upwards. So I tried my best to come out of the water. So he jumped into the pool. He jumped on the bottom of the pool and he tried to come out. I imagined I would bob or to the surface. And he was now thinking, he was imagining that what? So when I would be out of the water, when I would be on the surface of the water, I would, yes, you bob, I would jump like a cork. Instead, I came up slowly. Okay, but I came up slowly. I opened my eyes and saw nothing but water. But he came out. He came out for a moment from the water, but he could not see anything. Just only water he can see. Yes, you water that had a dirty yellow tinge. Yes, you and the water was a yellow tinge, yellow touch or color water to it. I grew panicky, and that boy got afraid now. I reached up as if to grab a rope. I will try. I was trying to grab a rope. I was trying to hold a rope, and my hands clutched only at water. But I could not catch anything. Just only water I can catch. I was suffocating. Yes, I was unable to take breath. I tried to yell, but no sound came out. He was trying to out. He was trying. Yes, he was trying to scream for help, but his sound was not coming out. Then my eyes and nose came out of the water. Then his eyes and nose came out of water, but his mouth didn't come out. So I mean waved hand at the surface of the water, swallowed and choked. So he was choked, he was swallowed water, and yes, you with the swallowed water and choked what yes, you choked because he was not able to take breath, and he was waving his hands. And I tried to bring my legs up, and he was trying to bring his legs up, but they hang as dead dead weights. But these legs, my legs were not working there, and my legs got paralyzed and rigid. It became hard. A great force was pulling me under, and the great force was pulling me under the water. I screamed, but only the water heard me. I was screaming, but there was no one who can hear my hearing, who can hear my screaming, but only water can hear me. So I had started on the long journey back to the bottom of the pool. Now again he was going bottom of the pool. He was going down into the water. He was going on the bottom of the pool again. So up to here, beta. So we came to know that yes, the boy came and that boy threw threw William into the water, and yes, William didn't know how to swim. So that's why he was going on to the bottom of the pool. So how he was trying to come out, but he was not able to come out because he didn't know how to swim. So up to here, with the next in the next video, we will know more about how did he save himself, save or not. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Hello students, welcome back. So yesterday we started a lesson. That lesson is third, deep water, and this lesson is written by William Douglas. Complete name of the writer is William Orville Douglas, and William Orville Douglas is was an American writer, and he was the justice, he was the magistrate of Supreme Court in America. And yesterday we came to know that William Douglas is telling his own story when he was a child, and he had a fear, and that fear was related to water. So mean to say he had hydrophobia. So that hydrophobia, he want to finish that fear, he want to finish that phobia. And how did he how did he finish his fear, we will come to know more about in this lesson. So yesterday we came to know he went to a sea beach and where with his father. So what happened? There was water and the wave brewed him into the water, and now we are going ahead in this lesson. So let's start.